Yay! Okay, well, hello everyone. And before I begin, I will be doing a water blessing. So if you have water near you, just make sure to have it open. And if you don't, maybe just go and grab some water and you can, just get ready and receive this transmission. And so I'll just introduce myself to begin. I'm Isadora. And I'm a spiral and womb spiral practitioner, as well as a birth and postpartum doula. And I'm also studying right now to become an Ayurvedic herbalist. But ultimately, I am just here to elevate and uplift the feminine principle and the principle that honors life, basically. And so I've recently been, I will say, initiated as a water keeper. This wasn't something I really anticipated or really still consciously understand. But in the past few months, water has been very present in my life. I'm living by the ocean now, and there's something that has clicked for me around the connection between water and the womb, and how to heal the waters is to heal the womb and vice versa. And so, I'm going to just start with a short transmission on water and why this is so important at this time for us, especially as women, as carriers of the womb, to really take on this role and responsibility of tending for the waters. And so women are now and have always been the water keepers. We are the ones who've fetched water, prayed over water, birthed near water. Traditionally, many women birthed in caves near water. Obviously, we're made mostly of water, and water holds memory. It holds consciousness. Everything that this earth has ever experienced is held in a drop of water. It's so conscious and so aware. Just like us, and specifically just like the womb. The womb is this space within our bodies that holds the imprint of everything we've ever experienced, everything our ancestors have experienced, and we are creating imprints that we, if we choose to do, will pass on to our future generations. And like water and like the womb, we also have the power and possibility to transmute density, to transmute untruth into light, frequency, consciousness. And so a few weeks ago, I was in Mount Shasta at a women's gathering, and this woman, who's a priestess of Mary Magdalene, led us in a Lumerian water blessing ceremony, and she gave us all permission to share it. And so basically I'm just sharing it wherever I can. It's a way to activate water, and by activating the water, we drink it, we can put it in the ocean, we can even flush it down the toilet, and it's like this magical alchemy where even just a drop of the activated water meeting other water will activate it, because right, it's like the energies in the room always meet the highest frequency. And so what we're trying to do, and what we do in Womb Spiral, really how I see it, is we are changing the frequency of the womb, of the body, which is mostly water. And also, if you think of, what are babies floating around in for 9 months in the womb? So there's this primal, deep connection between water and the womb that I just invite you to start to kind of welcome that consciousness into you as we get ready and prepared for this ceremony. So I'll talk a little bit about Lemuria. So Lemuria is an ancient civilization. The peoples were thought to really carry the essence of the feminine, very much a heart connection, very much a harmonious society on earth. And basically the women of Lemuria were the water keepers, and they held what were called the Hu codes, H-U. And these are the water codes that these women would get together and sit in circle and basically architect water and speak to the water and put prayers into the water. And these water keepers had the vision of the fall of consciousness that was coming, which is the time we're living in now. And these women began to architect codes and store them in the waters for a future time when humanity would reactivate the codes and birth unity consciousness, which is what's also happening right now. There's all these different realities happening at the same time. And so the Lemurian keepers came to this woman who taught the event and basically passed down their teaching and their ceremony so that we can all activate the waters. And water, you know, it's a feminine element. It can come in 3 forms: liquid, solid, and gas. And yeah, really, I feel our role at this time is to activate the water codes, to ascend, heal, and transmute that which is dense and held in lower density, lower frequency. And so that's a little bit of what we're going to be doing. And so I'm just going to guide us through a water blessing, and feel free to take this into your everyday life. And my prayer is that this transmission and this call starts to really activate the water keeper in you and brings this sense of responsibility and excitement and empowerment to start interacting with our elements, and specifically our water, differently. And so, okay, so everyone have your glass of water in front of you, and we're just going to begin. So let's just start by closing down the eyes if that feels safe. Just taking some deep breaths into the body, into the womb. Just starting to sense all the liquids inside of us. The waters, the blood in our veins flowing through us. And just staying in this gratitude. And we now make the intention to be in a safe and sacred space. May all the blessings fall upon all who watch this video. May the waters forevermore be clean, fresh, and free. And so I invite you to pick up your water and hold it in your hands. And just start to connect with it, with its aliveness, with its energy. And with your hands over the water, just have you repeat after me. You can speak this to the water. I love you. I honor you. I bless you. I thank you. And just taking your time, start to just feel the water open up to you. Feel this deeply intimate, sacred connection between you and this source of all life. And see in your own way, in your own flow, how you can just start to come into deep resonance with this water you're holding. With the waters running and streaming and flowing across our whole planet, with all the waters within us. Connecting with all the mothers carrying babies inside their waters, inside their wombs. And just bringing this sense of reverence and awe and wonder at water. And just breathing over your water, being with it. I now invite the presence of the ancient Lemurian water keepers to come into this space with us. Surround us, sisters. Send your vibrations across all space and time through the words and melodic waves of your water chant. Just sensing and welcoming the energy, the essence of these Lemurian water beings. These women who've activated the waters and are asking us to start to continue this process. And I'm going to sing a chant 3 times that was given to this woman who taught the workshop from the Lemurian sisters. as this chant is a way to activate the water, so you can definitely bring it into your everyday life moving forward. It's Ina Este Om Isa, and I'll sing it how it was taught to me. Ina Este Om Isa. Ina Este Om Isa. Ina Este Om Isa. Just breathing, just continuing to notice what arises. Even in your mind's eye, start to see the water wake up and take this crystalline form. See these perfect crystals forming in your water and in your body. And just feel, just tune into this frequency of pure harmony, total and complete harmony within and without. And the next step of the process is to chant the Hu sound, H-U, which translates as the song of God. And this sound is very connected with Lumeria, with the Lumerian water keepers. And this is the sound. I go to the ocean, I just repeat over and over again this specific sound. And if you're ever wondering how to bless your water, this is a really great way to do so. So I'll chant it so you can just hear the pitch. It's quite a high pitch. So So go as high as you can. Just focus this transmission, this sound, directly into the water. And so we're going to do that 13 times. So I invite you to, in your own time, do it. You can also do it with me. And just really seeing the water waking up, these crystalline codes forming. Just taking a moment in silence. Just feeling that connection, those frequencies, that activation within you and within the water. The codes are now activated. The water is consecrated. I am, we are, it is. I am, we are, it is. I am, we are, it is. And now I invite you all to take some of this water, and it's really powerful to anoint ourselves in these frequencies. And so anointing is basically just the act of blessing. And so this is something we can do. We can bless ourselves up with these higher frequencies. So feel free to just dip a little bit in the water and just anoint your third eye. You can anoint your throat, freedom of expression. You can anoint your heart, this activated water. You can anoint your womb, precious womb space. The water is within us. And then if this is drinking water, you can bless this water and take a sip and just invite you to just feel the difference, feel how it is to drink this water. You can say over this water, I take this water of life and declare it the water of light. Like I said, if you're inspired, you can put this on your plants, you can put this in the ocean, you can put it down the sink, you can put it in other water that you drink. You know, you can create like a big sort of mother water that's blessed, and then just pour it in different containers. And yeah, like I said, I'm not the mind's not quite understanding, but this feels like a huge part of why I'm here, why I'm in this space. And we need to awaken the water, and we need to awaken the wounds. They've been asleep for far too long, and there's a lot to heal and transmute inside of us and inside the waters. And I don't know two more resilient forces on planet Earth than the womb and the water. And so with every sip, with every, every time you turn on the faucet, every time you brush your teeth, every time you shower, just remember, wow, this is alive. This is living consciousness. This is a living, breathing force on Earth. And in relationship together, we can alchemize and transmute. And you can, speak to your water. You can ask your water to help you with things, to move things for you. I jump in the river often where I live and just say, take it all. Water just takes it all away. And it's really fascinating. Since connecting with water in this way, I feel like my voice, my throat is just on another level of opening, and it's just very clear that this is a big part of the transmission, and there is a sacred, deep connection between water and the womb. And I just really invite us to continue to connect with these parts of us that are very watery and feminine and irrational and wild and untamed, and just start to bring in that reverence, that deep reverence for the feminine, for the parts of us that are watery, the parts that cry and bleed and shed and come and experience liquids of all kinds. It's just like we need to reframe and reclaim the watery essence of us. And this ceremony, this activation process, I see it spreading all across the planet. And I also see it not only with water, but with our menstrual blood, with all the liquids of life. And I even, would be inspired to do a ritual like this with menstrual blood, and just how can we bring that that reverence also to our bleeding time. And and I just think there's so much fire in the world. There's so much action and force, and what's really, I keep hearing, bring things back into balance, bring things back into harmony. We really need to take that journey back to the heart, and back to the womb, and back to the waters. Water is very connected for me with mother, with the cosmic womb, also just like this spaciousness, this feeling of just total surrender. I don't know if anyone here has ever done a float tank, but that experience of just being totally surrendered in water is, we literally return to the womb. So again, there's this deep, deep connection in that experience. Yeah, I'm gonna take another sip. And this living consciousness. And a big part of our, reason for being in the temple, like, yes, we do a modality called womb spiral. And yes, we go through different themes. And ultimately, we are doing so much more than we can see, than we really understand, because it is truly about bringing bringing ourselves back into harmony with life, is basically what I see us doing in the temple. There's been all of these distortions, there's been all of this degradation and ignoring of the feminine and the watery aspects of life, and now it's like, here we are, let's elevate it, let's escalate it, let's honor it, and honor our bodies as water, and honor the mother archetype. And just like, when I see pregnant people now, even in the past few months, I'm just like, there's water, the baby's held in water. I mean, it's just so sacred, it's so incredible. I'm so glad it's resonating with so many people, and please pass this on and take it into your everyday life. And during these very turbulent times, just continue to return to the teachings of water, and remember that all is well ultimately, and that we can transmute and move anything that we're seeing appear outside as not true or unkind. And just anoint people around you. Go and bless some water. Bless your own womb, your own waters. And I feel so soft and watery. But if anyone has any questions or wants to have anything clarified, or just hear how that was for you, and I can definitely share more of this as well. And I will be launching a course going into each phase of the menstrual cycle, and really all about how we can come into greater attunement with our cycles, with the body, with the seasons and the elements. And I'm committing to doing this ceremony once a week, where I live in Mendocino, California. So if any of you are ever there and you want to join me, let me know. But please pass this on and continue blessing your waters and your wombs. And thank you to the Lemurian sisters, and just to all the beings, the countless beings surrounding this planet and supporting us and uplifting us. And give thanks to all the birthers, all the people who've birthed and are birthing during this time. Really deep bow to the children of these times. May we really honor the children. Yes, feeling quite fluid. Yes, definitely. I'm feeling that as well. Very like dreamy, and that's the water. Water is such a dreamy element. It's so it doesn't hold. It's not rigid. It's the opposite of rigidity. It's just, but it can be. I mean, it's powerful. You don't mess with water. So, may we come into real, reverence with water, and even like in our showers, like how can we thank the water more, or let the water move and take us? And somebody really opened my eyes recently of like it's not about always just asking for something to be taken away, or asking for something. Sometimes we just go and bless the water because that's what we need to do, and that's what the earth deserves. And sometimes we put tobacco or rose or anything to the waters because we're saying thank you for our life and thank you for having us. And so it's all about sacred reciprocity, coming into alignment, and freedom. It's true freedom. Water is the element of freedom. So let's stay free and get free. Yay!
Hi, darling. Thank you so much. That was so delicious, so beautiful, really powerful as well. I'm deeply grateful for you bringing that transmission into this space, and I really felt the people on the call really deeply receive that as well. So thank you for bringing in your wisdom, for bringing in your magic, for bringing in your love. Deeply, deeply appreciating you. Beautiful. We'll pop you backstage. Thanks, honey.